So guys, look behind me. Let me show you. Do you see this building here? There is a building on my left ear. Can you see it? That's the Dutch embassy. So I just came out of the Dutch embassy now. Yeah, guess what? My visa has been approved. Straight to the European Union. Straight to the European Union, man. Yeah, I'm so happy today. So happy. So, like I told you people in my previous video, I wasn't asked any question. I was just told to go and bring some documents. And there are some particular people I'm going to be making videos very soon to acknowledge them. Because these people, I'm not familiar with them, but they took me as their own child. Yeah, just because they know my own family. Yeah, so I just stepped out now. I want to trek a bit before I take the machine. The one that even brought me was an electric machine, my first time. Look at this country, a very small country, but what these people are doing in terms of development, I'm just speechless. Yeah, I'm just speechless. I think this way, right? Go this way. So people, welcome back again to our platform. This is the continuation of the previous video I did about moving to the Netherlands. Now, when you've gotten your admissions, like you've gotten the offer letter from the university, the next thing you need to do is the school is going to inform you on what to do. What are they going to inform you on? It is the tuition payment, because it is a step-by-step procedure, right? Let's say you've gotten an offer and the school says, okay, this is the initial deposit you need to pay for us to do the visa application. Because basically, even if you discover that your school is not the one to do the visa application for you, I would advise you to let it be done by the school. Like, make sure it is their school doing the visa application on your behalf. It is very important. I know why I am saying so, and it's also advantage for you because you don't have to be stressing up and down. Now, the school is applying for the visa on your behalf through the government. They call them IND. That's the government of the Netherlands. You understand? Now, remember, your school cannot do this visa application without you paying the initial deposit they are asking. Sometimes they will ask you to pay your tuition fee for 1 year, living cost money, which is about 15,000 euros per year, medical insurance, which is about 700 euros, not 7,000, and visa application fee, which is 228 euros. This is the money you have to join together and put in the account. That was what I did. You understand? Now, when you pay this money, you will now confirm with the school if they actually saw the money. If they confirm the money, now it's time for them to send some documents to you. There are 3 of them to actually do what we call, you do the field up, then you upload the documents back. You are doing this procedure on Student Link, because when you're about to apply for the school from the Study in Netherlands website, they are going to direct you to create an account on Study Link. Now, this process is on Study Link. You fill those documents, you upload them there. During that procedure of uploading, or the process of uploading those documents on Study Link, you are going to find a place where they will ask you, where do you intend to apply for the visa? Right? I think this document is usually called an antecedent number document, something like that. You have to basically confirm that you accept the rules, and also there is another one for fees. Okay, so when you fill all of this, you upload them back to your website, to the website in your own portal. Then they will now apply for your visa. Most people usually get this visa approved within 3 weeks, 1 month, but mine came exactly on the 14th day. Some other people usually get it exactly before 14 days, but I know it's usually at least 14 days. That was when I received my approval from my school stating that the government has accepted my visa application, and they gave me an acceptance letter, like a document like this, right? And with this document, you are going to take it to the Dutch embassy. Now, let's come back to the Dutch embassy issue. Remember, without that money being paid to the school, you cannot apply for this visa. Now, I will advise you again, when you are trying to do the application to the school in the Netherlands, maybe the University of Twente, the University of Den Haag, it depends, okay? The Hague University, it depends on which school, right? You should check how much is the tuition fee per year. If you doubt anything, reach out to the school and verify this information. It's so important. Remember, visa application is almost 100%. So if you give the school the money, you might definitely join us here in the Netherlands next year. But again, do not forget that you need to have money before doing this application. Okay, because when you have admission, they are going to give you some time to gather the money and pay. I think I got about close to a month, or was it a more than a month? I don't remember, but I got admissions around April. Then I was asked to pay until July 1st. Do you understand? So this is basically what you need to know. Now, remember, there are only two embassies in Africa. One is in Ghana, the other one is in Benin, in Cotonou, in Benin Republic. Now, for Cameroonians, I think Benin is closer, because after Benin, you still need to move to Ghana, right? And you have to pay a lot of money, and it's about 5 to 6 hours journey. I hope you're getting me. Now, so what you basically need to do is make sure that you move to, because when you are filling those things, and upon there is a stage, it's a stage by stage process. Online, you are going to find a place. They will ask you, where do you want to apply for the visa? You will be the one to tell them that you want to do it in Benin, Cotonou, or in Accra, Ghana. Now remember, if you fill Benin, Cotonou, that's where your school, when the government approve your visa, your school is going to send a document to the embassy, your visa confirmation of your visa, to that embassy in that country. You cannot indicate Benin Cotonou on your application portal, then they send your document to Ghana. No. So you have to put all these things into consideration. They are so important. Now, remember, you are not just going to the embassy, you need to book appointment. When you book appointment, you need to go with your passport and the acceptance letter from the government. The school will send to you. So don't forget. I think with a copy of the MVV form, they call it MVV form. That's the application, visa application you have to apply. It's a MVV form. You will fill the form because they need to give you a 3 month visa. Then when you come into the Netherlands, make sure you get your residence permit before that 3 months expire. I hope you understand. That is it. Now, you need to book an appointment to go to any of those embassies, Cotonou or Ghana. Remember, I have said this visa is almost guaranteed. So if you have money, you are going to join us here next year. If you need anything, book a call with me. Then I will give you directives on what to do. We carry on the process. I went to Benin from Boya, Douala, Boya, Kumba, Mamfe, then to Ekok, Lagos, Nigeria. Then I crossed. In fact, the journey was too long, but at the end of the day, I actually arrived Nigeria without any issues. Right? Yeah, it was somehow tedious, but in the case you are trying to be economical, you have to follow that particular road. If at all you are a Cameroonian and you want to find yourself into Benin, but remember, you need to have a passport. This is very important if you are going for visa application. And when you are going to Benin, remember that you have to wait in Benin for your visa to be approved. I hope this makes a lot of sense to you. Now, let's talk about the money that you are going to spend. For me, I spent about 100K to reach Lagos, Nigeria. Oh, then so much money. I think for me to come back, I spent more than 100K. So like 200K to go and to come back. Now, then putting immigration also inside, maybe add like 250K. So to go to Benin and come back as a Cameroonian, you need to hold at least 250,000. That is the money I can suggest. You may not use it all, but approximately just hold such amount, because you have to change CFR to Naira, and Naira has lost value. So the less the CFR you have, the more Naira you're going to get. I hope this makes sense. When I was going, I changed 25,000 CFR and I was given about 60,000 Naira in ECOC. Make sure you change all your money in ECOC. I made it clear. Now, there is another thing I want you to understand. This visa, when you apply at the Dutch embassy in Cotonou, it doesn't really take a lot of time, okay, for you to get feedback. But the problem is, when you are going to apply, remember you are not paying visa fee again because your school, you already get the money to your school. And now remember that there are some schools, when you come into the Netherlands, they will refund you part of the money back, right? Like they will tell you on your admissions letter that when you come in, we are going to give you the living cost money back. My own living cost is 15,000 euros. So when you do your residence payment, get BSN number and do your residence payment, they are going to refund you. So you don't need to panic in that case. But some schools will tell you they'll be giving you bit by bit, bit by bit, bit by bit. That is the choice you have to make. If you are going to apply to a school that will be giving you just small, or they will refund the whole sum of the living cost money to you. So put this into consideration. Now, when you apply, just relax. Your visa is going to be out within 1 week, 5 days maximum. Okay, mine took 2 days, but others took 5 days, maybe 6 or 7, even more. Now, when applying for the visa, pay attention to the size of the passport size photograph, the picture. Then another thing you should remember is that the procedure have changed. Now it looks like you have to give extra documents to the embassy before they can actually give you your passport when it's ready. I hope you understand. Now, for those documents that they ask from me, the first one is a copy of the sponsorship letter, like not the sponsorship letter, but a copy of my sponsor's passport, then salary slips, then there is a house contract. In that case, I actually booked but a hotel on booking.com. Then there is another thing they ask, which I'm forgetting, but just know that basically they might ask you to show them documents that your sponsor is working and who exactly is your sponsor. But for some people, they never ask them. So it just depends on the mood of the visa officer at that particular point in time. Right now, let me also say that when you are doing this visa application, you have to stay in Cotonou. It's very important. Choose a hotel which is cheap, because you never can tell how long you are going to be in this country in order to receive your visa. One last thing before I go is remember that your international passport must be valid for at least 1 year on the day you are starting lectures. For example, if you are going to move September and your passport is left just 11 months, your school will not accept. They will tell you to go and do another passport. I hope you understand. Now, why are they telling you to go and do another passport? It's because your residence permit will be given for 1 year. First thing first, visa for 3 months. When you come into the Netherlands, then they will give you a residence permit for 1 year. And your residence permit will be called from your passport. They cannot give you if they notice that your passport is almost expiring. I don't even advise people to use, let me say, a passport which is less than 1 year, because it's stress. When you come abroad, you need to still start looking for ways to actually maybe do a new passport, which is a lot of time consuming and money sometimes, right? So please put all of this into consideration. This is all I wanted you to know. There was no question asked to me. There is no interview at the Dutch embassy, and your visa comes out very fast. But remember, before you do the application, you need to have money. So this is basically the process. If you watch this video, know that there is another one at the top of this one. So make sure you watch the one above this one you are watching now. I hope that is clear. So we are going to meet again in another study abroad option.